Hi and welcome to Cheekyricho cooking ShortCrust Pastry made in the Thermomix. The ingredients are in the recipe box below. You can do this by hand, but it's a lot quicker and easy with a Thermomix. We have added 450 grams of plain flour, to which we're adding 250 grams of cold butter that's just been cut into chunks, make it a bit easier to manage. And we're just going to blitz this until it looks like fine breadcrumbs. So pop the lid on that with the measuring cup installed, 2.5, just until it's mixed together. Okay, after 2 minutes, this is what you should have. We just empty our egg yolks into there, and we're going to add just enough cold water to make it go like little peas, and that will hold together. You don't want to make it too wet because otherwise it'll ruin the pastry. So back on 2.5 until that's well combined. And now we're just going to dribble in our water. And you'll hear the machine start to sound a little bit different. We're using icy cold water here because we don't want to melt this butter. And you can see it's starting to clump together now. That's it. Now we turn it out onto a silicone mat and push it together and rest it. Now if you just had a trip to the supermarket and got all distressed because you couldn't find any pastry, look how quick this is to make. Just tip it all out, give that a little wiggly jiggly, and that'll make it fall right out away from the blade, like so. And then we just push it all together because it's essentially made now. It's not sticky at all, but the gluten has been activated a little bit in the pastry. So usually you just knead it a little bit, push it into a disc. Now you can freeze it like that, you can roll it out and freeze it like that. Just put something in between each layer, like some plastic film or some go-between or whatever they call that stuff. Wax paper will do the same thing, and you can have those ready, just discs just to pop out straight into your pie maker. Really cheap to make, very simple to make, and there's no reason why you should get distressed if you can't get pastry ready-made in your supermarket. We've just removed our pastry from the fridge. We're just going to cut off some of it, and we've got our cutters here for our pie maker, and we're just going to roll this out. Just let it come back to room temperature after you've chilled it. It's such a short dough. You might be advised to roll it between a sheet of baking paper too. Let's get a couple of our little tart cases cut, shall we? Right, now I just want to have quite small tarts, and they're in the bottom. So I'm only going to use the tops here and pop that straight into our pie maker while it's cold. There we go. Okay, and continue with the rest. Okay, now that is ready to rock and roll. Okay, I've got a great little stack of our tart cases here. You can put a bit of cling film in between each one of those and pop them into the freezer and just take them out like wafers and use them as you please. Now I've been doing this for years and I didn't know that everybody didn't use it. When you have got leftover pastry, just lay it on top of each other like so, okay? Particularly if it's puff pastry, because otherwise the layers get all confused if you sort of smush it all together. And we're going to make a large pie, well not large, for the Kmart family pie maker, and we're going to make a quiche. So this pastry can be used for sweet or savoury, and I'm just going to show you that little tip to keep your pastry from being wasted. If you don't have a pie maker, you can of course roll your pastry out and put it into a little foil pie plate to freeze it, and then when you're ready to use it, just take it out and bake it as normal. Okay, now there's our mould. Big ones for the base, don't forget. Small ones for the top. We're not doing a top because we're doing a quiche sort of thing. So just cut that through, pick this up, and we can just roll this again and make another couple of smaller tarts out of that. While I'm at it, I might just pop that straight into my family pie maker. Just pick this up carefully. It's starting to get quite warm under these studio lights. Straight into our pie maker. And it's got a little crinkly edge on the top of it there, can you see that? And when you pop it down, it'll actually crimp it and give it a little pattern. No point in doing it yourself because once you put that down, it's going to smush it anyway. All right, now we're just going to put that to one side and do something with it in a little bit.